Hi, my name is Valinda Holland, and I'm running for Senate District 11. I am just coming on here today. So I talked to my brother today, and I thought that it would just be really nice to come on here and kind of update everybody on what's going on. So my brother is incarcerated. He was originally incarcerated at Montana State Prison in Deer Lodge. And unfortunately, the state of Montana has, the DOC has actually contracted with CoreCivic, which is a privatized prison system. Since then, my brother was actually transferred out of Montana, which he is born and raised here. He's actually the only one of us that is actually born and raised in Montana, in my family. But he was actually transferred last year, about last January, all the way down to Arizona to Saguaro Correctional Facility. Apparently, the contract is ending at the Arizona facility. And so now they are moving all of the Montana inmates. Rather than moving them back to Montana, they are moving them all the way to Mississippi. Now, my brother is not the only person that is caught in this. There are a significant amount of individuals whose loved ones were transferred from Montana State Prison down to Saguaro, or even they are already at Mississippi. This is an insanely huge issue for the state of Montana. We are lacking in a lot of transparency and accountability, but from the DOC, and just with the whole situation. The fact that these guys are being moved from state to state and they're not even being brought back home is extremely concerning, especially considering the amount of taxpayer dollars that are being spent on these privatized contracts. It is an extremely huge issue. I am really, one of the things that I am running on is criminal justice reform. And to me, this is really important. If we want to lower the recidivism rate, we really need to focus on rehabilitation and separating these men from their loved ones, from their families, and isolating them far, thousands of miles away is not doing any of that. There's also other issues as well where a lot of programs are not being implemented. And so these men typically have, courses and things that they need to finish in order to be eligible for parole. They're not allowing them, they're not even having these courses available to these guys. So they're just stuck in this system and they're being shifted around. There's also been reports, I had heard and I've been told that even down in Arizona, they actually started feeding them less food in cafeteria and instead are expecting them to supplement through canteen, which is extremely expensive. My brothers also stated that their cases of water that they're charging these men are $13 for a case of water. Meanwhile, there are reports that there's been, millions of dollars put into infrastructure for these prisons, but yet we're not seeing it. I mean, there's reports coming out of Montana State Prison, Shelby, all of these various prisons everywhere, that there is unsafe, clean drinking water for these guys, various things, and they're charging that amount of money for these cases of water. So they are, they're making a lot of money, profiting off of our loved ones who are incarcerated, and they're profiting not only off of them, but off of the families, which is deeply concerning, and it is extremely hard. We're already struggling enough as it is out here. There are a lot of other things that I am focusing on out here, but I just thought that I would come on here, kind of share a little bit about, personal experience that I have that, is one of the many reasons. I have many, many reasons why I'm running, but this is one of the reasons why I am running, is because we definitely need to see changes within the correctional facilities and the way that, criminal justice is being handled. Obviously, I am a huge proponent, I'm all for, definitely rehabilitation. So, I will keep everybody updated. I am trying to work with multiple people on this, and I will keep everybody updated. But I just thought that I would come on here and share a little bit of what's going on my end. And please don't forget to check out my website, www.valinda4mt.com. That's valinda4mt.com, sorry. And then also please like, share, comment. Also, I am still trying to raise money. Again, I'm at least needing 500. We hit about 100 this week, so we got 400 more to go to hit that goal. So that I can purchase the van, which is for my voter access, for all my voter outreach and everything like that. So if you guys can please chip in, I have Act Blue up and going. I am Valinda Holland, and I'm running for Senate District 11. So thank you guys so much for all of your support, and I will talk to you soon. All right, bye.